All right. Well, you guys just missed. I farted off air this time, and the whole studio smells. But you're in it. We're in it. The biscuit, baby. Number 4. Whatever that is in Spanish. Uno, dos, tres. Cuatro. You're in the cuatro. Looking around the studio, put a couch in here. Got the air hockey table. Went 2-0 this weekend against the family. Actually, my son, 6-year-old son, gave a better run than my wife did. What are you going to do? How are you guys doing? I'm doing real good. Doing so fucking good. And you know why? Matt Calvert's God. I know most of you know, because everybody's a Blue Jackets fan now after that. Good. Hop on now. Hop on now before it gets too late. And they make the playoffs and win the Stanley Cup, like I had said earlier in the year. So get on now. Don't be a Cubs fan and start coming around at after 100 years when they win. Yeah, fuck that. But what an amazing game on Friday night against the Rangers. Blue Jackets end up winning 4-2, but really that tiebreaker from Calvert after he got 36 stitches, came out and scored, might have changed everything for this team. They've got a different swagger about them now. And they maintained it today in the matinee. I haven't really been into the NFL much, mostly because the Bengals suck this year, but I didn't even fucking try to watch the game today. The Blue Jackets were on, I put it on and I watched it, and they come out with the win 3-2. A fucking gnar pass from Foligno between the fucking defense for the win from Wenberg. Just amazing hockey. One of the sexiest plays I've seen in my life. Even Bucci Man said something about it, and I'm pretty sure that's the first Blue Jackets game he's ever watched in his life. But so that two wins against the fucking the Ovechkins, the Washington Ovechkins this week. Take it. I think Tuesday was an overtime, so that's a point, and then 2 points today. Oh yeah, that's water. I know I said I was drinking soda, and I was going to tell you what it was today, but I just realized it's like 8:30 at night, and I've had 3 pots of coffee today. My back hurts. I'm pretty sure it's my kidneys failing from fucking coffee overload. And I was like, oh yeah, that's all right. 3 pots. My wife's been drinking them. She's like, well, yeah, we shared the first pot, but the last 2 pots of coffee you just drank by yourself. So I'm having water to try to stay alive so I can keep doing this podcast. Yeah, and the Blue Jackets will play Colorado tomorrow at 7, so we'll go ahead and win that as well. So that's 8 straight home victories. The best start in franchise fucking history. This team's legit. I knew it. I liked them. I'm so fucking smart, and I told you fucking pussies. All your ear pussies didn't listen to me. Going, the food bucket. Suck my ass. They're legit. I still think they need to make a couple trades. And I heard Bartnick on Puck Soup the other day calling Torts an idiot because they were going to healthy scratch Saad on Tuesday, I believe. He's like 5th or 6th on the fucking team in goals. He's supposed to be our star. Yeah, he scored 30 goals last year, and he's got 2 Stanley Cups. But I met the dude before the season started. We went to Nationwide. He's got like a fucking gold chain hanging out of his neck, like a fucking like a Sopranos gold chain, dude. And he wasn't nice, and he wasn't fucking inviting. He made me feel like a dickhead for meeting him, and that's not cool, man. When you go to meet a professional athlete, it's the fucking, what do they call it, the dog and pony show or whatever. Put a smile on your face. Act like you're entertained, and it's an hour out of your day. You got to meet some fucking fans that love you. Still love Brandon Saad, but if Torts wants to fucking let him know what's up by benching him, it doesn't make him an idiot. He's done it before. He lights fires under people's asses, and it works. And if we can get somebody like Oliver Bjorkstrand up here to score some goals and get his confidence back, I think it'd be worth it. But Dubinsky ended up not being well that game, so Saad played, and all was fine in the hockey world. At Black Sabbath 33, you win the Coos, man. You win the Artillery Breath koozie. You did it. I didn't double check it, but I guess a GIF is a graphics interchange format. You might have made that up. I don't know. If you did, someone fucking tweet me the Biscuit Pod and let me know. But I'll get that your way. Pretty sure you already have 2. But I guess 3. You can have it. Speaking of 3s, old McJesus got his fucking first hat trick. The NHL boner grows. But he ends his fucking 10-game drought. 10-game drought. And did anybody else hear about that until he got his hat trick? No. Because he's like Brett Favre of the NHL. He could murder somebody like Ray Lewis and still play because they love him. He's a golden pony boy. So he gets his fucking first hat trick. The 6'1", 190, 19-year-old. They beat the Stars 5-2. That gives him goals 6, 7, 8 for the year. Yeah, that's pretty. That's okay. 6, 7, and 8. I'm not that impressed, but he has another level of good. It's only a matter of time before he starts to really lay it on. I think, and the NHL thinks, and you think, and everyone thinks. But it got me thinking. And the wife goes, well, why don't you do something about where the hat trick comes from? And I started thinking, well, where the fuck? Why the fuck? I just knew, yeah, it's called a hat trick and people throw their hats. And if you're at a game and you don't throw your hat on the ice, I don't give a shit. If you just bought it that day, you throw it. That's bad juju, man. That's like fucking drinking Joe Boo's rum. You don't do it. You throw that fucking hat and you take the loss. You still have a head. Go buy another fucking hat. So, there's several stories surrounding where the hat trick comes from. There's one story that it comes from cricket. Some fucking dude scored 3 wickets or wiggets, whatever the fuck they call it in that dumb game. And some hat dude from England was like, oh, you won a hat there, governor, for your 3 wickets. And they say it's from that, and then hockey players adapted it. Fuck that story. Don't like it. Not into it. Then there was another... well, this is what's in the Hockey Hall of Fame. A dude named Alex Coletta went to go buy a hat and didn't have enough money. So the owner of the hat store was like, hey, pussy, you score 3 goals tonight, I'll give you a hat. You know, fucking around with him, basically saying, you're an idiot, you poor bastard, you poor hockey player. Get the fuck out of my store. So on that night, January 26th, 1946, old Alex went out and scored 4 goals. Got his fucking hat. And they just, that company then supposedly started to say, hey, you guys score a hat, we'll give you a hat trick. I didn't really look into why people throw the hats on. I think it's just because of the name. The hat trick, somebody did it, somebody else did it, and then they continue to do it. So we'll go with that story. I don't know. If you guys have heard something else, or I think it comes from the cricket players, or whatever, tweet me. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's shake and bake right out the ass. Hole into your ears. You're welcome. Can anybody guess who has the most hat tricks in NHL history? That's right. The great one. Wayne Gretzky. And I heard that he's going to be on the Simpsons episode coming up here soon. He's going to be the first hockey player. How's he not been on the Simpsons yet? Wayne Gretzky hasn't been on the Simpsons? About fucking time, guys. Get on it. It's 2016. We got a white president. God, get on it. I wanted to mention I was watching, I think I caught the tail end of the Penguins game. I'm not sure what day it was, but Sidney Crosby had a pass that was so good that fuck him. what are you gonna say? He's so fucking good. It was stupid good. You couldn't craft a better pass. You couldn't imagine a better pass. And of course it had to be him. I saw the pass, I was like, oh, holy shit. And I was like, oh, fuck. Of course. So, good for you, Sid. One of these weeks you're going to do nothing again, and I cannot wait to not say your name. But you made it. I think is that, what, 4 episodes plus the bonus episode? I don't know. Get back at me, but I think I've mentioned that fucking douche every episode. Sorry about the F word there, Sid. I know you like Tim Hortons, so do I, so we've got that in common. Woo! The old Toledo Walleye. I don't know if you guys saw this, but they got number 2 on SportsCenter the other night. Notre Dame great Evan Rankin had a shootout goal. Went to his left. Fucking broke hard. Passed it between his legs to score on this fucking dude. Absolutely nasty. And then I was looking up through his shit. Not only did he play for Notre Dame, but he played right out the gate for the Clone Sharks. That happens to be, I had mentioned last week, the German foreign exchange student that got us into beer and dope and heavy metal. That's his part of Germany. That's their team, the Sharks. So I thought that was pretty neat. And that's what I'm telling you. But yeah, that and for not only a hockey team to make it into SportsCenter top 10, but then a ECHL team and then a team from Ohio at that, I thought it was fucking awesome. So congrats, Rankin. That's just fucking sweet. We're gonna take it down for a minute here. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that Brian Bickle was diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis, and I didn't know a lot about it, so I just briefly looked it up, and it's where the immune system starts eating the protective cover of your nerves, and it's just bad news bears, and I think the dude's like 32, he's got a wife and kids, and has to stop playing, for the time being, so if you pray for him, send him good vibes, but he'll be in the Biscuits' thoughts, and I hope all is well with him. Just a terrible situation and very unfortunate. Whether if you're a fan or not, you don't wish that upon anybody. So our thoughts are with you, Mr. Bickle, and get well soon. And then another sad hockey news. Captain Craig Cunningham for the Tucson Roadrunners collapsed on the ice before the game the other night against Manitoba. They were saying it was a medical emergency and not a lot, but it was out. And right before I came out, they said it was a heart attack. So I looked him up. He's like 26 years old. So I don't know if he had a previous heart condition or what the deal is, but that's crazy young. So I hope he's okay. And yeah, you don't usually see things like that in the sports world. Those guys seem above human. So when shit like that happens, it really chokes you up. So I hope, to his family and friends, I hope you're all right there, Captain. Well, let's get this in real quick. The Madia Flat Earth Minute. Mr. Madia, not the Hoople, is his name on Twitter. Go follow him. But go out on a boat, Lake Erie, the ocean, wherever you want. Look out on the horizon. What do you see? That's right, sir. It's flat. It's so flat. Because the earth is flat. Read a book. You're welcome. All right. I wanted to let you guys know about a movie coming out. It's coming out this fall, 2016. Well, maybe it's wintertime now, but it's called Ice Guardians. And it's the story about enforcers in the NHL, the struggle of playing that role and making it in the NHL. And absolutely intriguing movie. Looks just amazing. It's directed by Brett Harvey, and features the likes of the Hammer, Schultz, Chris Chelios, Brett and Bobby Hall, Scott Parker, Gino Olczyk, Rob Ray, and many, many others. Wendell Clark's in there. Go watch the trailer at IceGuardians.com and tell me you don't have a fucking hockey boner over that movie. It looks incredible. I know it's playing in Detroit, I think this coming week. So make sure if you're in the Detroit area to go see that film. I had messaged the boys on the Twitter there about any Ohio showings, because that's where I'm located. And they said they're working on it. So keep tweeting them, keep telling them to play in Ohio. We need to get a theater to play it, and everybody needs to go see it. We need to support this movie. It's important. It looks amazing. I cannot wait to see it. I say we go tailgate it. Have a fucking couple cold ones, couple dad sodas in the parking lot, and tie on a good buzz and go see some dudes get punched in the face. Fucking all about it. And if you're not, you're listening to the fucking wrong podcast. Turn it off. Get the fuck out of my ears. Not my ears. Get out of my mouth. Just fuck you. Alright, let's break it down. Break it down! We're going to start running some scores about teams I care about. Teams you care about. Just some teams. So let's go to the OHL. The Flint Firebirds. They're 7th in the West currently. 12-9. This past week, looks like on Thursday they lost to the Sarnia Sting. No, they won that game 3-1. Learn to fucking read, guy. Where's Sarnia? I'm not Googling it. If you know where it's at, tell me. Have you fucking heard of that? And the Sting? You sound like a WNBA team. Get the fuck out of here. Call it any other name. The Bees. The Bees are better than the Sting. The Wasp? Nah, that's lame. Oh, God. That water is good. I can feel my back, my body, starting to live again. And then on Friday, they ended up losing to the Owen Sound. And I think that's the sound, the sound a bear makes, because I think that's what's on their sweaters. You gotta love minor league teams' names, but you don't have to love either of those. So Flint, get better, do better. Flint has one of my favorite players on it right now, Sherwood. He's a prospect for the Blue Jackets, then he plays in Flint. That's like my dream come true. That dude gets me hard. All right, let's go over to the ECHL, the East Coast Hockey League. Toledo Walleyes lead their division. Got a 12-3, a fucking murderous 12-3. Holy shit, boys! And I saw they wore their 16-bit jerseys the other day. It was pretty cool. They have all those gimmicks down there in the minors to get people to come out, and they're pretty cool. Look them up, the 16-bit sweaters. So, looks like Wednesday they beat Atlanta 6-2. Friday they beat Kalamazoo 4-3. That was the game where Rankin did that nasty dirty to him. That's like, he basically went in for anal, no lube, and got away with it. Probably blew his load in there, and never called her again. Saturday, Kalamazoo, win 6-2. Told my brother earlier, I wish I could rhyme all the time. Let's head over to the AHL with the Cleveland Monsters, formerly the Lake Erie Monsters. I still call them the Lake Erie Monsters because I like it, but I love that the jerseys say Cleveland across it. Maybe I'm an asshole. Maybe I am. They are currently 7th in the Central at 5-8. They lost Thursday to Milwaukee 0-1 and lost in overtime to Milwaukee on Saturday 1-2. Not surprising that they're struggling. Usually after you win a championship, those guys go on to play in the bigs. You're not going to stick around and play in the AHL again if you're a bunch of winners. So, I mean, like Wardzinski, Josh Anderson, Sedlak, all those guys were playing in Cleveland last year. I'd really like to see Bjorkstrand get called up and play. I think he's incredible. He's still down in Cleveland playing, but I don't foresee that happening long. But this is not surprising. You know, they lose their head coach. He goes to Colorado. Like I said, half the dudes are playing in the league now. So I wish them the best of luck. I love that Cleveland has a hockey team, and yeah, that's to be expected. And then the number 9 Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. That's number 9. Those guys are going to the Frozen Four. Mark my words. How fucking awesome are those helmets? If you don't look at a Notre Dame gold helmet and get a sports boner, I hate you. And I know that's a lot of you, but I love you too. Let's break down what they did this past week. Looks like they won 5-2 against Northeastern. Ended up tying, because they still have that in college hockey, 0-0 Northeastern. They lost to UMass Lowell, 1-4, and then the next night beat them 4-1. So that's your breakdown. Those are the teams. You know CBJ won. They're fucking hot. They might not ever lose again. The Wings we're playing right now, it was 1-1. Tartar, as I call him, had the goal, and then, holy fuck, had one of the worst passes I've seen in a while right in front of his crease. Howard saved it, but holy shit, dude. Get your head out of your ass. Get you out of my dreams and into my call. All right, guys. Any questions or anything, send it over to me email me at thebiscuitpodcast@gmail.com or follow me on Twitter, BiscuitPod. And let's get this party going. Let's keep rolling. I hope you're enjoying it. Let me know any feedback, and keep drinking soda. We gotta figure out a way to end this. I'm trying to get like an intro made, and then like an outro, but that requires like knowing shit about computers, and I don't. So, same time, same place. We'll see you again in your ears, around your face. Good night. Love you. The Biscuit.